Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trading around 28,260, basically around about the same price it was trading at yesterday before we had this fake news that came out around the BlackRock ETF, Bitcoin spot ETF. So some of you said it was not fake news, it was just too early. And yeah, that might be the case, but it seems to take a little longer before we get any approvals here. Certainly, it did cause a lot of anger in the crypto market, also messed up our micro count that we had, but did not invalidate the wave count, for example, on the daily chart or so. So this high B wave is still within the parameters that we gave you for potentially a higher B wave. Nevertheless, there's of course a white wave count, which is the bullish one, but then I would need to see 5 waves to round about 31, 32K. And then we can look for a 3-wave pullback for the next long trade setup. It's another attempt, but nothing specifically bullish here at the moment, especially not as long as we only have 3 waves up on the chart of the 11th of September low. So yeah, the white wave count is what we would need to see for a more bullish interpretation. Also, Bitcoin typically likes to do the wave 2 the same length as the wave 4, roughly. So if we want to see a wave 4 that is reliable, we would need to see a little bit more sideways action here, but the move down, the rejection yesterday, looks rather, at the moment at least, like an impulse to the downside. So if we zoom in a little bit here, then we can see that this move to the downside yesterday, the rejection in the yellow wave count, can count as a wave 1 down, and now the wave 2 to the upside. I mean, could this be all of wave 2? I mean, it reacted perfectly to the 50% retracement level there. One of the fib levels I gave you as resistance after we came down yesterday. Yes, I mean, it's a 3-wave move up, right? I mean, it could be it. But the thing is, the move down isn't really impulsive yet. We're going to zoom in a minute, yeah. But if we break below basically yesterday's low, then we have to assume we're coming down more directly. If we now see a rapid sell-off, especially a sell-off below yesterday's lows, yeah, then we have to assume the top of the wave 2 is already in circle wave 2. Eventually, the price could use the entire box all the way up to 29,500 if it needs to, before coming down in circle wave 3. And a break above 29,500, if it's a sustained break, would make me consider something more bullish. But this is in the end our pivot point, okay? Basically 29,500 decides between direct continuation in the yellow wave count and something more bullish, but even then I need to see a wave 3 complete, 4 and 5. So if we now zoom into the detailed wave structure 5-minute chart, then it seems likely to me that, yeah, the wave 1 low is clear. That was down here at around 27,730. The move up was a clear 3-wave move, so I cannot rule out that this is all of wave 2. But the problem we have is that the move down was only in 3 waves as well. So because the move down was in 3 waves, it rather looks like an ABC structure. Maybe even a WXY. But that means due to only 3 waves down, I cannot strongly focus on direct downside from here. I mean, overall, yeah, from this area, yes. Bear in mind, we talk about the 5-minute chart where you see a lot of distortions, but in an ideal world, this would be an A wave, this would be a B wave, and the C wave to the upside would be unfolding now. Looking at even more detail, this is a 5-wave move up, so it could be a wave 1 of C. This pullback could be wave 2, but then now we should see move up in a 3rd wave, then a 4th and a 5th, but it would need to turn to the upside quite dramatically and basically now, okay? Because if it breaks below, well, the B wave low, that would not be invalidation. It would be invalidation of the white 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. But any break below 28,090 would likely just reset the B wave for now, but it would look a bit strange. Any break below the wave 1 low, which was at 27,740, bear in mind that might differ from exchange to exchange, so it's a bit difficult. It's one reason why 5-minute charts in crypto are not too reliable. But yeah, if we see a more direct pathway, and we might see it in the video, something popped now here. Lots of volatility just starting now. But if it breaks down, you know, then we basically have a good view that this is third wave to the downside. Yeah, it might break it now. It comes down a little too low for this wave 2 now anyway. I did post it on Telegram that if this is going higher, then it would need to turn to the upside basically right now. So it's not doing that. Quite a bit of selling pressure just right now. And don't forget, we expect further downside. But if it comes down more directly from here, then we might be dealing with some kind of a diagonal again. I hate them, but we'll see, you know, we'll see. As long as the wave 1 low isn't taken out at 27,000, 740, 750, it is still possible that this is just, you know, that this is just forming an A, B, C flat structure in wave 2 or so. That's what we're dealing with here at the moment. So again, don't see a micro count as too predictive. It just gives you a bit of a roadmap, bit of an idea to keep it interesting while the market overall isn't really moving very much. For most altcoins, we're still waiting and watching for another low. So yeah, let's see. I mean, again, this can still push higher in wave C, but don't treat it as too predictive. The levels are very clear. There is not much more clarity we can get through any more micro counting. But yeah, for most altcoins, we're still watching for additional lows. So let's see how this is going today. I will keep you updated. There will be another update later. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. And yeah, if you're interested in stocks and the S&P 500, a couple of weeks ago, we launched our stocks and S&P 500 service. If you're interested in daily S&P 500 updates, as well as regular stocks and shares updates, check the link out in the description. It's the Patreon link. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.